Hey there, this is Larry Beecham. Have you ever wondered how to penetrate social media in a way that gets people looking at your videos and going to your fan page and even subscribing to your blog in bigger numbers and faster? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you a very simple technique on how you can raise the activity on all of those things with one simple technique you can apply on a daily basis. So stay tuned.
You are moments away from a breakthrough. Turn up the volume and get ready. This is the Champion Builder Web Show. The champ is here. Broadcasting live from Tampa, Florida, featuring the champion builder himself, Larry Beecham. If you want to be a champion in leadership, personal development, or sales, you've come to the right place. Now, here's your host, the one and only Larry Beecham.
One of the biggest mistakes that people make when interacting in social media is being overly focused on trying to get people to take an action that leads to a transaction. And most people have a default setting on what I like to call stranger danger. It's the same thing that you tell your kids to avoid strangers. And on the internet, people experience the exact same thing. They may not be thinking those words, but it certainly is a reason why people are leery of following someone that they don't know that well. So what I want to show you is the two things that I do on a daily basis that help me to eliminate the stranger danger feeling, and also at the same time raise intrigue and interest in who I am, so that I can increase the number of people who view my videos or go to my blog or subscribe to my fan page. So with that being said, let me talk to you about the two things that I do on a daily basis. I focus on these things. The first thing I focus on is increasing my visibility. All right, when you join a group for the first time in social media like Facebook, you're a stranger. And so what you're going to have to do is work on increasing your visibility. In other words, you want to participate and interact in that group on a regular basis, and I would say daily, and in a way that's valuable to the group. As a matter of fact, the smartest thing you can do is reach out to the group owner and ask them what type of interaction in the group is considered appropriate as well as helpful, and follow that blueprint and interact on a daily basis. So what happens is, as people start to see you, your visibility, they start to recognize you. Recognition is the foundation to credibility, which is the next thing we're going to talk about. But it really is your foundation. And the last thing you want to do in a group is become visible for the wrong thing. So how do you increase your visibility and do it effectively? Well, the first thing you want to focus on is, how can I add value to the group? How can I teach, train, instruct, mentor, or coach in the group in a way that's not intrusive and in a way that doesn't seem like, you have a big head? But it's really simple. Engage the group and see who's posting questions and who makes, interesting comments that you could actually comment on and add or take the conversation further with additional value. Give tips, give advice, explain how things work. Those are the kinds of things that you want to do in a group. Which leads to the next point. Is establishing credibility. So when you focus on your visibility strategy, it automatically leads into your credibility strategy. Now, in the credibility part, this is where, because of your visibility and your interaction in a group, people start to trust you. They start to like you. They get to know the fact that when they see your face or see your name pop up, that you're credible because you've been consistent with delivering the value that the group respects. Now, this is almost strictly related to group connecting and marketing, like on Facebook, but it applies really to anything and anywhere you go, so that you can actually raise the awareness of who you are and get people kind of curious about the type of person you are beyond where they have connected with you. Now, one of the things that people tend to think when you do this process is you have to keep pushing your link on people. The truth is, in most groups, that's not appropriate anyway. But one of the things you may not be aware of is, if you're teaching, training, coaching, instructing, and all that mentorship is good enough, it's going to automatically raise curiosity about what else you have. And so what's going to happen from there is you're going to get private messages of people asking you questions that may connect to what you shared, or maybe trying to figure out what else you have going on. those kinds of things. And that's what you want. So you want to allow the value to magnetically draw people to you, where they'll want to leave the group and then go click on your profile or go to your blog, or even search you out in social media, other sites, search you out in Google, YouTube, whatever. But because of your credibility in the group, it raises their interest in who you are. Now, you can casually mention that you have a blog. You can casually mention you have a fan page. But typically, you want to kind of really be careful about direct promos in groups. You're just not welcome. Which leads to the final thing, which is ultimately the whole point, is increased profitability. If I can get you interested in me by way of you seeing me on a regular basis and me teaching you things and giving you an opportunity to be better as a business owner, as a marketer, and that raises my credibility, inherently, as you move off of the social groups that we can know each other from, and you move into my blog or you move into my YouTube channel or whatever else I have going on, I already have a system in place to help me become more profitable. But these are the top 2 things that you want to focus on a daily basis. And I belong to multiple groups in Facebook, for example, and every day, this is my mission, is to increase my visibility, being seen on a regular basis, and my credibility by way of how I behave in the group. If you can follow these principles, you'll see a huge leap in your effectiveness as well as the profitability, which is ultimately what you're after. I want to encourage you right now, if you're watching this on YouTube, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as if you're on Facebook, subscribe to my fan page, and go to my blog and pick up a copy of my free training, which is called 30 Things Top Producers All Have in Common, of which these top 2 things here are certainly part of the top producer formula. So if you desire to be a top producer, please go and download it now. It'll be a great resource added to all the things that you have at the moment. With that being said, I'll end this video as I end every other video. Go forth in victory. We'll see you next time. Take care and God bless.